Have you ever been around someone who makes everyone else respect and admire them just by being there? It could be a friend, co-worker, or even yourself. What makes these people special makes them high value. Men today is the start of explore the core ideas of Stoicism, an old theory that not only shows you how to grow as a person, but also explains what true value is. Making men Stoicism, which has roots in ancient Greece and Rome, is a form of timeless wisdom that cuts across time and culture. At its core, it is a deep understanding of human nature and the search for virtue, resilience, and inner peace. It is through the lens of Stoicism that we can see how high-value traits fit together. Finding out what makes a man of substance different from the average guy. In this article, we reveal 11 traits that define what a high-value man is all about. Drawing from the deep teachings of Stoicism, these traits go beyond the surface signs of success and into the depths of character and integrity. They are the foundations of true masculinity and have led people throughout history on a path of self-discovery, growth, and fulfillment. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca have praised the benefits of being smart, brave, and self-disciplined. Their timeless ideas serve as beacons of light for modern men who want to manage the complexities of life with grace and purpose. In this speech, we honor their wisdom, adding Stoic ideas to modern ideas of what it means to be a man. As we start this journey, I want you to think about and reflect on your own path to self-discovery. What traits define your character? What virtues do you want to embody? By following the teachings of Stoicism and developing high-value traits, we can reach our full potential and live lives that have meaning, integrity, and effect. Come with me as we try to figure out what high-value men is all about. Stoicism's timeless wisdom will lead us on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and change as we make our way to becoming the best versions of ourselves. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's get to the heart of what it means to be a man of great value. Based on the ideas of Stoicism, trait 1: self-confidence, self-assurance. An important part of high-value manhood is having a deep understanding and acceptance of oneself. A man of high value gives off a quiet confidence that can't be matched by anyone else. Stoicism is based on the idea of equanimity, which means accepting both your skills and weaknesses. It's what Stoicism is all about. A man of high value embraces this principle completely, knowing his own worth and potential. He goes through life with a strong belief in his skills, balanced by humility and self-awareness. Imagine a high-value man is offered a job that requires him to move. Instead of giving in to doubt or indecision, he approaches the situation with clarity and resolve. Drawing on his inner Stoic wisdom, he evaluates the opportunity through the lens of his long-term goals and values. While others might waver in the face of uncertainty, he stays firm in his decision. Because he is guided by his beliefs and principles, criticism and feedback don't hurt his confidence. Instead, they help him grow and get better. Instead of getting defensive or looking for outside approval, he accepts criticism with an open mind and a desire to learn. If the feedback fits with his values and helps him grow, he uses it in a constructive way, into his journey. On the other hand, if it goes against his beliefs, he dismisses it with grace and calm, not caring what other people think, whether it's in a social or business setting. A man of high value stays true to himself no matter what, even when others or society expect him to change. He doesn't follow outside standards of success or fame, but instead makes his own path with honesty and integrity. This inner strength and commitment shines out of him, calming respect and admiration from those around him. In essence, self-confidence is not just a show. It shows how strong and sure of yourself you really are. A high-value man is the personification of calm confidence who handles life's problems with grace. Poise and a strong belief are two traits too. Respect what women choose. A sign of high-value masculinity is when a man deeply respects a woman's choices and independence, based on the Stoic ideals of virtue and equality. This trait shows what honesty and understanding are all about. Imagine that a high-value man shows romantic interest in a woman who doesn't reciprocate his feelings. Instead of being angry or hurt, he accepts her choice with grace and respect, knowing that she has the right to make her own decisions about things that matter to her. This respect for women's choices goes beyond romantic relationships. It goes beyond romantic relationships and includes all parts of life, such as work, social events, and personal connections. A man of high value upholds the principles of equality and mutual respect. He sees that everyone, regardless of gender, has natural worth and agency, and treats them with dignity and fairness when they are rejected or let down. A good deal man doesn't let his ego decide what to do. Instead, he follows the Stoic principles of resilience and self-control, focusing on the things he can control, like his own actions and thoughts. He doesn't see failure as a sign of how good he is, but as a chance to grow and think about himself. A high-value man also uses these interactions as opportunities to grow as a person. He tries to become a better version of himself by reflecting on how he acts and talks with others to see how he can improve. This process of self-reflection is being self-aware and always trying to get better, are Stoic beliefs that have helped him develop more empathy and understanding. A good deal. Respect for women's choices isn't just a show for a man. It's a deeply ingrained part of his personality. It shows that he is committed to living his life with honesty, integrity, and understanding. He encourages equal respect and understanding, which makes his relationships better and helps make society more peaceful. 3 commitments without fear. Fearlessness in commitment is a trait of high-value manhood that comes from the Stoic idea of duty and responsibility. A man of high value makes promises and sticks to them no matter what, because he knows how valuable loyalty and consistency are in both personal and professional settings. In matters of the heart, too, a high-value man is willing to give his all to his goals, whether it's starting a new project at work or taking care of a romantic relationship. He approaches each commitment with purpose and determination. For example, if a high-value man is given the chance to lead a team on a difficult project, he doesn't run away from the responsibility or look for an easy way out. Instead, he embraces the challenge with enthusiasm and confidence. He knows how important commitment is to success and is willing to put in the time and effort needed to see it through. As soon as a man decides to be in a relationship, he does so with a strong sense of commitment and dedication. He puts everything he has into nurturing the bond, showing that he is ready to weather the storms and enjoy the joys of love and companionship. A high-value man also knows that commitment goes beyond the relationship itself. Beyond words or promises, it's a journey of growth and mutual support. He stays strong in the face of challenges, drawing on his inner strength and resilience to handle life's ups and downs. In the end, fearlessness in commitment is not about being careless or impulsive, but about making a choice to embrace it. Duty and responsibility. A high-value man knows how important commitment is for building trust, stability, and mutual respect in personal and business relationships by living by these values. Because of this, he sets a good example for others to follow, which makes people believe, love, and respect him. Having a love trait. Beyond relationships, high-value masculinity is characterized by a passion that extends beyond romantic relationships, rooted in the Stoic principle of living a purposeful and balanced life. A high-value man understands the importance of cultivating diverse interests and pursuits that bring fulfillment and meaning to his life. Consider a man who is deeply passionate about his hobbies and interests, whether it's pursuing a creative outlet like painting or engaging in outdoor activities like hiking or playing sports. These pursuits are not mere distractions, but integral aspects of his identity, allowing him to express himself fully and find joy in the process. Moreover, a high-value man channels his passion into his professional endeavors, viewing his work not just as a means of earning a living, but as an opportunity to make a meaningful contribution to the world. whether he's pursuing a career in a creative field, entrepreneurship, or public service. He approaches his work with enthusiasm and dedication, striving to make a positive impact on society. Beyond personal and professional pursuits, a high-value man is passionate about personal growth and self-improvement. He recognizes that true fulfillment comes from continual learning and development, and he actively seeks our opportunities to expand his knowledge and skills, in essence, passion. Beyond relationships is about embracing life with enthusiasm and purpose. Guided by the Stoic principles of virtue and excellence, a high-value man understands that a fulfilling life is one that is rich and diverse, filled with meaningful connections, experiences, and contributions to the world. By cultivating passions that extend beyond romantic relationships, he enriches his own life and inspires others to do the same, fostering a culture of creativity, curiosity, and personal growth. Trait 5: Who is to blame for mistakes? Important. The Stoic principle of personal accountability says that being a man means being ready to take responsibility for your mistakes. A high-value man knows that the only way to be truly strong is to own up to your mistakes and try to do better. For example, if a high-value man causes a fight or misunderstanding with a loved one through his actions or words, he doesn't try to avoid responsibility or make excuses. Instead, he takes a moment to think about what he did and how it affected the relationship. He then approaches the conversation with humility and sincerity, saying sorry and promising to do better in the future. A high-value man applies this sense of responsibility to all parts of his life, whether it's at work or with friends and coworkers. He knows that his actions have consequences and strives to act with integrity and honesty in all situations, even when things are going well. A good deal man stays humble because he knows that luck, wealth, and the help of others have played a part in his success. He doesn't brag or look for approval from other people. Instead, he focuses on constantly improving himself and growing. A high-value man also sees problems and setbacks as chances to learn and grow. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or failures, he faces them with resilience and determination, using them as fuel to push himself forward. Taking responsibility for mistakes is basically about being open to being vulnerable and wanting to grow as a person. Stoic ideas of self-awareness and humility guide them. A high-value man knows that true strength doesn't come from being perfect, but from being willing to admit and learn from mistakes. By showing this trait, he builds relationships based on trust, respect, and honesty, and he sets a good example for others to follow. Trait 6: Leadership by example important. Based on the Stoic principle of leading by example, masculinity is shown through guidance that goes beyond titles and positions. A high-worth true leadership isn't about having power or authority over others. It's about inspiring them through your actions and character. For example, a man who leads by example at work earns the respect and admiration of his co-workers without seeking praise or recognition. He works hard to help and encourage the people around him to reach their full potential. Besides a high value in his personal relationships, the man sets a good example for his loved ones, inspiring and guiding them. He shows empathy, compassion, and strength in the face of hardship, showing others how to handle life's challenges with grace and dignity during times of crisis or uncertainty. A high worth. Man stays calm and steady, giving those around him a sense of security and comfort. He listens, speaks clearly, and works with others to find solutions that are good for everyone. A man of high value also shows others how to grow and improve themselves by doing it himself. He is always looking for ways to learn new things and improve the ones he already has. In essence, push himself to hit higher levels of excellence. Having integrity, humility, and resilience in all parts of your life is an important part of being a leader by example. Man knows that real leadership isn't about being the center of attention, but about changing people's lives for the better through actions and character. He builds trust, respect, and awe in those around him by setting a good example. This creates an environment where people want to work together and grow. Self-care and health are very important to me. The Stoic concept of self-respect and discipline guides masculinity, which sees self-care and well-being as important parts of a balanced and satisfying life. A high worth. It is not selfish for a man to take care of himself. It is important for his personal growth, resilience, and effectiveness in all areas of life. A man who makes self-care a priority in his daily life by making time for things that are good for his body, mind, and spirit. He works out regularly. Meditating with awareness and eating well are good habits. Realizing that good physical health is the basis for good general health. A man of high value puts his mental and emotional health first and actively seeks out activities that bring him happiness. Clarity and strength. He might do things like therapy through writing in a notebook or spending time in nature. In times of worry or overwhelm, knowing that mental health is just as important as physical health can help. A high-worth man knows when to set limits and value self-care to avoid burnout. He listens to his body and mind, honoring their needs and taking steps to recharge and rejuvenate even more. A man of great value knows that taking care of himself is important for keeping relationships healthy and doing his job, so he puts his own health first. When he interacts with other people, he is his best self, which leads to deeper connections and more meaningful experiences. In short, self-care and well-being are important parts of high value. Being a man means committing to self-respect, personal improvement, and being effective in all areas of life. Man knows that taking care of himself is good for him and the people around him. By making self-care a priority, he sets a good example for others to follow and creates a culture of health, resilience, and vigor. Trait 8, living with order and class. Important masculinity means living in a way that shows discipline and a dedication to living a good life, based on the Stoic ideas of self-control and personal integrity. High-value men know that how they run their lives says a lot about their character and how committed they are to living a moral life. Person who keeps things neat and classy in every part of their life, from their home to their work. Being neat and organized at home shows that he values clarity and order, which is a reflection of how he thinks. He pays close attention to every detail of his daily tasks and manages his time and responsibilities in a way that is purposeful and efficient. Moreover, a man of high value treats everyone with respect, kindness, and care, listens carefully, speaks thoughtfully, and acts with dignity and grace no matter what the situation or circumstances are, even when things are hard. A great value man stays calm and collected, drawing on his inner strength and perseverance to handle the challenges of life with honor and grace. He doesn't give in to chaos or hopelessness. Instead, he stays calm and stable, and his determination and steadfastness inspire others. Also, a very important man accepts that order and class are important for personal growth and improvement. He is always looking for ways to improve his character, learn new skills, and grow traits like discipline. To live with order and class, you need to be humble and in control of yourself. This is called self-discipline. Respect and honesty in all parts of life are very important to me. Men know that the way to be truly great is not through big actions or shows of wealth, but through consistent practice of virtue and excellence. By living with order and class, men set a good example for others to follow and build a culture of respect and honor. There are 9 polite and respectful high value. Being a man means being polite and respectful, showing a deep-seated dedication to being kind, caring, and understanding in all interactions, based on the Stoic ideals of virtue and respect for others. A high-worth man knows that being polite and respectful isn't just the right thing to do. It shows what kind of person he is and what he stands for. Just think about a man who always treats others with respect and good manners. Other people he says please and thank you and listens carefully. He also treats everyone with kindness and respect no matter what their background or status is. A high-value man goes beyond just being polite. He respects other people's thoughts, feelings, and points of view. He tries to understand and relate to others, showing compassion and empathy in times of joy and sorrow, as well as when there is conflict or disagreement. A high-value man stays calm and polite, and he tries to settle disagreements through understanding and diplomacy instead of anger or hostility. He knows that real strength doesn't come from dominance or force, but from being able to bring people together through mutual respect and understanding. Also, a high-value man. Man shows respect and good manners by being generous and kind to others. Whether it's holding the door open for someone, lending a hand, or just giving them a smile and a word of encouragement, he looks for ways to make a positive impact on those around him. In the end, being polite and respectful means showing kindness, consideration, and empathy in every interaction. A high-worth man knows that being polite and respectful isn't just a social norm. It's also a fun way to show what kind of person he is and what he stands for. By consistently showing these traits, he creates a culture of civility, kindness, and understanding that makes his life and the lives of those around him better. 10 things that men who value lifelong learning do encourages learning throughout one's life, showing a dedication to intellectual curiosity, personal growth, and adaptability, based on Stoic ideas of knowledge and self-improvement. A man of high value knows that learning isn't just a means to an end, but a lifelong journey of exploration and discovery. He sees every chance as a chance to learn and grow, whether it's through formal education, reading, or hands-on experience. He knows that real wisdom doesn't come from passive acceptance, but from actively engaging with the world around him. What's more, a man of high-value man knows that learning doesn't just happen in school, but also in everyday interactions and situations. He looks for chances to broaden his horizons. He places a high value on being able to question his ideas and learn more about the world in his work life. Man is dedicated to staying on top of changes in his field and is always looking for new skills and information to make him more effective and flexible. He knows that being able to learn and change is important for success and happiness in a world that changes quickly. Besides that, a very important man accepts learning as a way to grow and find out more about himself. He thinks about what he has learned, asks for feedback from others, and sees both wins and losses as chances to learn and get better. He knows that the only way to really grow is to learn from your mistakes and try to do better next time. In the end, constant learning is about being curious and willing to try new things. Being humble and open-minded in all parts of life is important. Man knows that seeking knowledge isn't just a personal goal, but a lifelong commitment to self-improvement and enlightenment. By making learning a way of life, he adds to his own experience and the wisdom of all humanity, leaving a lasting legacy of knowledge and inspiration for future generations. Trait 11. Making goals and sticking to them is very important. Being a man means being able to make plans and stick to them, showing that you are responsible, trustworthy, and honest, based on the Stoic ideals of discipline and self-control. Men of high value know that to be successful in both their personal and business lives, they need to set goals and work consistently to reach them. Think about a man who has a clear sense of purpose and direction in life. He sets clear, attainable goals for himself, whether it's to move up in his career, improve his relationships, or follow his personal passions. He then takes the time to make concrete plans for how to reach these goals, breaking them down into manageable steps and setting due dates for completion. Furthermore, a high-value man knows how important it is to be responsible and disciplined in sticking to his plans. He stays focused on his goals and avoids distractions and temptations that could stop him from making progress. He knows that real success takes consistent effort and commitment over time, and he is ready to put in the work to reach his professional goals. Trustworthiness and trustworthiness are things that people know about high-value men. He always keeps his promises, meets schedules, and gets things done, which earns the trust and respect of his coworkers and bosses. He understands that his reputation for integrity and follow-through is essential for building lasting relationships and advancing in his career. Furthermore, a high-value man applies the same level of commitment and determination to his personal life. Whether it's maintaining a healthy lifestyle, nurturing his relationships, or pursuing his passions, he approaches each endeavor with a sense of purpose and dedication. He understands that his ability to follow through on his plans not only affects his own success and fulfillment, but also impacts the lives of those around him. In essence, making plans and following through is about embodying the virtues of responsibility, discipline, and perseverance in every aspect of life. A high-value man understands that success is not achieved by chance, but by deliberate action and unwavering commitment to his goals. By staying focused, accountable, and true to his word, he creates a life of purpose, fulfillment, and achievement, inspiring others to do the same. In conclusion, taking on the qualities of a high-value man, as described by Stoicism, is a strong way to learn about yourself, grow, and make a difference. We've talked about a lot of traits, from self-confidence to making plans and sticking to them. These traits reflect not only the principles of Stoicism, but also the values of integrity, resilience, and compassion. By embracing these traits, one can face life's challenges with grace and dignity, inspiring others through their example and making the world a better place. Whether it's at work, in personal relationships, or in the community, the high-value man leads with authenticity, humility, and a commitment to excellence. As we continue to look into the depth of Stoicism and how it applies to modern masculinity, we invite you to join us on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. To find out about our new videos, subscribe to our channel Stoic Explorer and press the reminder bell. With your help, we can keep making content that gives people the tools and motivation they need to live a life of meaning, virtue, and fulfillment. Thank you for watching and for being a part of our community. Let's work to live by the Stoic principles and build a culture of high-value manhood that makes us all feel better.